Morning guys, we're back out this morning. I'm on an overnight trip. I know yesterday I said my wife was coming with me, but her trip got delayed where she's going to wait till Monday or Tuesday. And we're going to bring the bug in with us for her first overnight in the bush. And we're at that last spot where I set the beaver traps yesterday. I got 4 more traps set on the way in. And here's the first trap. The good sized beaver in it. And I am going to set up a camera on one of these sets so I can see if we can get some film of one getting caught in these new traps. So we'll see if there's anything in the other one. And I'll decide which one I'm going to set the camera at. Well, there's something different. Piece of bark in this one. Alrighty. Well, we'll get them reset and I'll set up the camera. I'm not sure which one I'm going to set it on, wherever I can get a good field of view. This one looks like it's going to be kind of blocked. But we'll see. Maybe we can put the camera over there. And that'll get the beaver on his way in, so that might be a better idea. Who knows? We'll get him somewhere anyways. Alright. Yeah, we're over at the rat pond. I don't know if you guys remember from last year, I was having a battle of wills with that one beaver that was left. So we're going to see what happened on my first check of this year. Oh. A rat. Which is okay. I can handle a rat. Okay, I'll just leave him there. No, I guess I'll reset the trap first and then I don't have to walk back up here. Alrighty, then we'll go down and check that funnel trap and a couple of rat traps. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's still just one beaver here. Unless he's got a big feed pile on that second house over there, but there's really not much on this thing for sure. Here's the first rat trap down the bottom end of the lower part of the rat pond. Another big rat. Good. Put them up here to dry off while I go check these other ones. There's just one more foot trap and then the submarine trap. You know, and I was just thinking it's odd. You know, I've caught mink in pretty much any kind of muskrat set you can imagine. That one there's not sprung. You know, and pretty much otter traps, beaver traps, anything set near water, or even marten traps and stuff up in trees. But I've never caught a mink in a funnel trap, and that's just kind of odd to me. But anywho, I'm going to have to keep the camera going until I get there. I'm almost there now. I don't have a lot of hope for this, but I'm hoping to pick up a couple. It's a pain when the water goes down that far. And nothing. Nary a rat. We'll leave it there for a bit and see. This pond here is, they're all way down. Next spot I'm going to go down the trail that goes, there's a pond down here through the trees. I have a trail that goes, quad trail that goes right to it. I have a canoe on that pond, but it was dry last year. And I was there earlier this year and it didn't look like there was any water being built up in it yet, so I doubt there's much in there now. But that was a pretty good rat pond too, the first year I had the canoe in there. But we'll go check it out anyways, see if there's any beavers. Guys, over at that pond that's almost dried up, where I put the 3 traps yesterday. I'll go in and see what happened in here overnight. The first one's not sprung. Like I said, I'm not sure how many beavers are in here even. Not a huge feed bed, really huge house, but see the first trap there. Did get a freeze last night, with a 1/4 inch of ice, but I don't think it happened till later on, so it shouldn't have affected the traps too much. Got a beaver here, and the next one's see what I mean about these channels, eh? Just like look at that spot right there. And that one's not sprung there. So 1 out of 3. Trail going up there too. Right. Well, we'll check them on the way out tomorrow again. But the nice thing about catching these ones on the way in is I can skin them in the camp tonight. And I brought 3 stretchers, beaver stretchers with me, so I can cut back the workload at home a little bit. So anyways, see you down at the next spot. Hey guys, this guy doesn't look overly scared, does he? Scrappy little guy. Nice body on him though. Camera makes him look far away. He's only 50 yards from me, if that. Well, say goodbye to the deer. Hey guys, so we're at camp having lunch, and well, just finished lunch. Just having a coffee down at my coffee spot. Oh, and I got a grouse on the way in for supper, so that'll be my supper tonight. Tomorrow, actually, I'm just gonna go put this grouse carcass down. We're at the bridge. I got a mink box down there. I'm just going to pre-bait it. The season opens up in a week or so. So I'll start pre-baiting some of the marten sets and everything. And see what we can pull in on the first week of the season. I'll have deer hunters here the day after season opens up, so I'll be pretty busy with them, but I'll still be able to run around somewhat and check my traps. So that means we only probably have about a week of open water left, because usually by the time around the 2nd November the things are frozen up pretty good. But I'm heading across the bridge tomorrow down onto the other system. The other trail goes up over that way, and that's all that area where we deer hunt and stuff. And that's, besides having a place to stay that is very comfortable for the night, the other bonus of having the cabin here is I can come, just relax for a little bit with a coffee and lunch, instead of having to rush so that I can get everything done and then get back out to the highway before dark, so my wife doesn't get in a panic on me. Now, all I got to do is make sure I'm by dark someplace where I can give her a call and let her know everything's okay. And then I can go do whatever I want to do. And for the evening, I can go shoot some beavers, do whatever. But I'm going to go up here as soon as I'm done my coffee and cut that trail out up to that beaver house that's up there. And I know I was going to break the dam out right away, but what I do, I'm going to take a look at the dam when I get up there. But I may leave the dam in until ice over, so that I can set up one of my all-time favorite otter sets. And we just call it the funnel set, but it's a really productive otter set, as long as you can get on a dam like that where the water's coming over the dam in just one place. And if you can get the water level down to a foot or so below the top of the dam, then it works really well. But anywho, I'm also going to try building a beaver float out of dry logs in here, and I'm going to set it up with otter scent and see how it works. See if it'll pull anything in here. Otter season opens up in a week too, so I'm gonna try and get the set built today, and then I can pre-sent it, and then because I see right over at the I just walked across the bridge earlier, and there's a new otter toilet right on the end of the bridge there on the opposite shore. So there's some otters moving up and down the creek. Only problem is usually by the time I get into trapping them heavy that first week of the season, I've put so many traps out for beavers and whatnot. I usually picked up all the otters on the small feeder streams, and I've only got a couple on this here river itself over the last 2 years, using the lure, or not the lure, but the fishing lure on the 330 trigger. But anyhow, we're gonna finish up the coffee, go stuff that grouse carcass in the mink box, and I'm gonna put the mink box right up on the bridge too, so I can see if anything's farting around in it, maybe put it on film, and then I'm gonna go cut that trail. Alrighty, you guys, first fur on the floor of the new cabin. Right on. Just wanted to show you too, if you got a cabin, here's a poor man's boot dryer. Just put 4 nails in, depending on your boots, but these ones are about 2.5 inches apart. Just throw the heel in there. And mine, of course, is right behind the stove, so keeps them nice and dry. I take my boots off as soon as I get into camp, just so because my feet sweat so bad all the time. And you got, works good for hip waders too, although you want hip waders to be a little farther from the stove than this is, because your hip waders would be down here, right within melting distance of the stove. So my other cabins were set up a little different than this one. Plus they were a little bit bigger. But I had them set up so I had boot dryers for the small boots and ones for my hip waders. Anyways, we're going to cut that trail now. See you in a while. Hey guys, just preparing supper here. So we got some boiled potatoes, which you can't really see very well. They're just cooking up, and then I'll fry up this grouse dipped in egg, then in breadcrumbs, and be fried in margarine. And oh, it is so good. And then I've got a can of corn over on the wood stove there. I'll show you when she's all ready to eat. This was my staple during the fall while grouse season was open, and maybe even sometimes after it was closed when I was out in the bush all the time. I tried to, get at least 1 grouse a day. If I had a chance, I would, take 3, and then the next day I wouldn't have to carry my gun with me. So, because I used to eat 1.5, 3 breasts for a meal, so 3 grouse would last me 2 days. And that would really make everything, all the grub that I had to fly in, last a lot longer. And then, once in a while I'd take the hind leg off a beaver. And so what I used to have is a 5-gallon pail, same size as that there, that would fit right inside the lid of my stove. It would fit right inside there, down into the actual stove. And then I had a lid for it, and I would use that as an oven. And I'd go out, I'd get my beaver roast all seasoned up there, and I'd put it in there, and then I'd turn the stove right down. I stuffed it full of wood, turn the stove right down so it was just simmering all day, and then when I got back after 8 hours, man, you pick up that leg bone and that meat would just fall off the bone. It was just awesome. Anyways, I gotta open some window here. This is just really hot in here. Oh, we got her. These potatoes got to be pretty close to being done. They're close. I don't like hard potatoes. We'll cook them a little bit more. Alrighty. See you in a bit. Okay, there we go, guys. Meal fit for a king. And I guess since I'm the only one here, I am the king of this castle right now. Yummy, yummy. And I always got to remember to boil up enough potatoes. I think I'm going to have an omelet for breakfast. I'll have some hash browns, or some home fries with it, I mean. Cool. Alrighty. Signing out for the night. I'm going to eat my supper and then I'm going to try skinning these beavers. I'm not sure if there's enough light, but I used to be able to skin them in the dark, but my eyes are not what they used to be, so we'll see. Or else I'll do it in the morning before I take off. Ciao. Guys, getting on towards dusk, so I'm going to head up to just up about a quarter mile through the bush. I put a tree stand in a big tall spruce and I put it high enough so I can get cell service there, or else I have to drive a mile and a half back with the quad. So I'm gonna just go up and phone home, let the wife know everything's okay. I want to put a trap over at that place, that house over there where I cut the trail to. And then I made a beaver float out of logs and some scrap wood that I had around the cabin there. And I'm taking my 22 with me just in case while I'm up there. You never know when a wolf might run by. But I'm also going to just sit there for a little bit until closer to dark and see if any deer come by, just to get them on video. Alrighty, see you over there. And guys, just back at the cabin, having a coffee before I start skinning them beeves. Just listen to that sound of human interruption anywhere. So relaxing. But anyways, did my duty, phoned home, sat up on the tree stand for an hour or so, but nothing walked by, so I got down and came back to camp. Then I'm going to have skin them beeves and have a nice meal of fried grouse, breaded grouse breasts, boiled potatoes, and corn. Yummy, yummy. Anyways, we'll get at them beavers in a bit and catch us later. Alright guys, it's another beautiful morning in paradise. No critters stirring at all. It's a nice cool one this morning, 27 degrees Fahrenheit. Just sitting down to breakfast. Nice bacon cheese omelet, pan fries, and some toast. And of course, the all-important coffee. But anywho, I'm just going to eat up, get that bike loaded up, and head on down the trail. Got a bunch of traps to set, trail to cut today, and well, not trail to cut, but trail to clear out my regular trail. And we'll see what happens. Alrighty. Get you down the trail. Okay guys, we're out at the first beaver house I've come to. And these poor guys, this was all pond last year. You know, this was where I had taken, oh, I don't know, I think I took 7, 8 beavers out of here, but I knew I hadn't gotten them all because I don't think I got any of the adults out of here. But you look at these poor things trying to hide their feed. This is all the water they've got. There's one channel here. They've got their feed stuffed all the way out to here. So, you know, you look around, there's a deadly spot there. It'll be, even though everything's frozen over this morning. But I'm also going to put one here. They come under the feed bed and they come crawling out here. So I'll put some scent here and I'll put a trap there where they go under. And right over there, there may be a channel going through the bush, so I'll check that one out too. But boy, they're cutting her close for amount of water. This is all floating bog here. There's a couple of spots there where if it hadn't been froze last night, I probably wouldn't have been able to walk out here. So I'm going to lay I got to corduroy myself a road. So anyways, I'll get set in here. Hey guys, here we are over at the lake. Just, you know, where I have the big bridge built last year. Just wanted to show you here. We got a whole family of, I'm fairly sure they're trumpeters. Come on, focus in there. And I'll get it to focus on the far bush there. Two adults and 3 babies. Those are the ones that are quite rare. I showed you 2 years ago. There was a family. Well, there was only one baby. This one looks like 3 or 4. I mean, they could be mute swans too, which are very common, but they don't nest here. I've never seen a nesting pair down here anyway, so. That's cool. Oh no, okay, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 babies in there. But anyways, we've got a big feed bed right here at the, right beside the bridge. There's a house right there, so these will be easy kill. I know the entrance is right there, and there's a dam just below here that'll have a perfect spot for a set, so I'll get over there and set it up. Actually, I think I'll set it on the way back because I'm just about a half mile from the hill where I can phone. I haven't phoned home yet. My wife likes me to phone in the morning too. And this is the first spot on this end of the line that I have cell service, so I'll get up there and set this one on the way back. Hey guys, we're on our way back to the cabin right now. I just wanted to show you this. Here is a moose kill, looks like from last winter I would say. It had to be sometime after when I pulled my traps, because last time I was down here was in early January. Now it's a young bull, as you can see by the horn stubs right there. And we are only, you know, as the crow flies, maybe a mile and a half from where I saw that young guy with the brain worm. So this could be him. He may have just came this far and died, but you know, he didn't look like he was going to last a month or a month and a half from when I seen him to after he must have died. You know, so like I said, this could have been him just dying and then the wolves ate him, or else it could have been the wolves killed the thing here. So, but anyways, I don't see a lot of moose kills out here, mostly deer. So one more moose gone. There we go, we're like about 15 feet from a fox. I just threw a muskrat carcass to him. He's right on the other side of this bush here. He's got the muskrat carcass in his mouth right now. He's pretty tame. He's probably that same guy that was here all last year. I've got a chewed up beaver carcass in the back of the truck. I'm going to leave that for him too when I park the bike.